Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Prey. If you're watching this video, you've chosen to watch the Nullwave Device video, not the reactor destruction video. We're going to need to go to Psychotronics to place this. I can't remember exactly where that... Oh, it's back this way. Okay, that was fairly easy to find. Gonna head downstairs to Psychotronics, avoiding fall damage quite nicely. We have no idea what we're going to find in here. All we know it's the heart of the coral. Sure we... Oh no, we didn't repair that, did we? We chose not to. Or, more to the point, we didn't have the ability to at the time. Holy shitballs. Let's see if we can get a scan on this now. Scan complete. Anything new? No.
Research complete.
Okay, we've got a research on it. Nothing new to add to the list though. Nothing that we didn't already know. We need to get up there. How do we do that? Excuse me. Go fuck yourself. Alright. We need to figure out a way up to the heart of the coral. Grav shaft over here should do it. I'm going to use a suit repair kit. Kind of feel like the suit repair kit should have been added as part of the quick menu, because if you scroll through, you know, you've got access to food and everything else. It kind of feel like there should have been another button on there for the suits. I don't know. It would have made things a bit easier. Hey. We go. If I can walk through the door without, you know, crashing into both sides of it. Holy shit, this thing is massive. I'm surprised the station's still standing up against this. I think that was the first Weaver. I think that might have been the very first Weaver that we encountered. Oh shit, I wonder if Aaron Banks is still alive. Was it Aaron Banks? Not Aaron Banks. I wonder if Aaron's still alive. I'm guessing probably not, but it'd be nice if he was.
Excuse me.
This is where we left. That's a shame. That was him. No, it wasn't this room, was it? Yeah, it was, because that's the... Oh, it wasn't this room, it was the other room. Because he gave us the code to the armory, and the armory is not in this room. Son of a bitch. Cystoid nests. Yeah, got most of them. Interestingly, it didn't produce anything. Okay, that cystoid nest took care of itself. Right, gonna use a quick rad hypo. There we go. Well, while we're down here, I do actually want to have a look if he's still alive. I'm curious. Probably isn't. He is! Holy shit, Aaron Ingram's still alive.
Any other fellas wearing a green jumpsuit? Watch your ass.
Oh
Ain't
yeah,
all
we
decent
did.
Human beings like me.
Not entirely sure. I'm still not entirely sure you are a decent human being, but you're one of the few left alive. So hey, beats dying, right? All right, let's get into the heart of the coral and see what we can do.
Microgravity detected.
Right there. Cystoid nests all over the freaking place. Have we got to select that item or just use it a bit nearer the time? Yeah, I think we just need to move to the right place and use it. I love that the heart of the coral is the... I can't remember the name of it, but it's the first thing that gets encountered. You read about it in one of the research logs, and that it's a little inside a probe. There we go.
The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
To be fair, we don't know that they're all going to be as bad as the Typhon. You know, they might not all feed on brainwaves and stuff. Some of them may actually be quite friendly. Who knows? Yes. Right. Heading back up to the bridge while avoiding this fuck off great big mass of black shit. Oh, I forgot how much of a climb it is, Jesus. I think this way should do it? Yeah. Get through here, jump off the edge and onto the roof. Don't even need to jump off the edge. I'm pretty sure there's some emergency protocol about not using a lift in times of alien invasion, but what the hell? It's not the first protocol we've broken in the last 12 hours, is it? This will take us up to the Arboretum, and then from there we can get to the bridge. It's the height of laziness when I'm not willing to walk around the obstruction, but instead would rather jetpack over it. Oh yeah, the gravity was busted here. Right, we need to get to the bridge, which is that way somewhere. There it is. Okay, I'm getting sick of that thing blowing up on us. We're going to repair it on the way past. It's not like we're going to need the parts for much more. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Right, here we go. Heading to the bridge. At least the grab lifts are still operational.
What's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan. I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
What the hell have you done?
I simply acted on Morgan's orders.
Nonsense. You're a machine.
Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the Nullwave Device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Oh, hey now.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos I and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the Nullwave, you'll have to kill me.
Well, that's what we're doing this ending, so I'm sorry, January. Here we go. Transmitting.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
To beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game.
So that's it. That is Prey. This is the Nullwave ending. Short and sweet. What are my thoughts on the game? Well, positive-wise, I've enjoyed the storyline. I've really enjoyed playing through it and figuring out what the twists and turns are, figuring out what's happened, what's going on, and especially the relationship between Alex and his brother Morgan. Speaking of relationships, I've really enjoyed a lot of the characters. The station feels like an lived-in place. The logs feel a lot more alive. See the cup just appear there. The logs feel a lot more, make the station feel a lot more alive, even than past ones like Bioshock and System Shock 2. It feels like people had their lives here. Relationships have blossomed and ended. I mean, Danielle Show and Abigail is a great example. I actually really felt for their relationship. I really felt for them, for how it ended, and you know, yeah, I really enjoyed that. I felt quite a lot for Deo Egwe as well, and the loss of his wife, and Dr. Lorenzo Calvino, and his attempt to see his wife one last time through his failing mind. It was quite sad. I enjoyed the variety of side missions. There were loads of them. I mean, we were coming up with them even towards the end. There were 2 or 3 that I decided not to deal with, but you know, I wasn't too bothered about those. But the side missions that extended the characters, I did enjoy that quite a lot. Enjoyed the zero-G aspects of it. It was really nice getting out for that very first flight. The silence, seeing the station from the outside for the first time, the Earth. It was, yeah, I really enjoyed that. That aspect of it, and it was quite easy to control as well. I like the station's aesthetics. It's got a very boardroom type feel to it. Yeah, I quite liked the design of the station overall, and I quite like the enemy variety. You know, we started out with tiny little mimics, we had greater mimics, we had a huge variety of phantoms, we had the cystoids, which as you know is my least favourite enemy, remind me quite a lot of the annelids from System Shock 2. The Phantoms remind me quite a lot of many, just the general sort of basic many. You've got the Weavers, who reminded me quite a lot of the Psy Assassins from System Shock 2, and the Nightmare that reminded me quite a lot of the Rumbler. There's a good variety in enemies. Negatives, weapon variation. There weren't a huge amount of weapons. There was a few different grenade types, all of which had their uses. I didn't really use the recycler that much against enemies, but it flowed pretty well. I kind of feel that there could have been a few more weapons in there. Could have been a few more weapons involved. The pistol and the shotgun got me through most of the game. The Q-beam had its uses against the Phantom, but I don't know. I would have liked to see a few more weapons in the game. I did read an article recently. They cut a thing called a disc launcher, which would eventually have stopped firing itself on moral grounds. That would have been quite entertaining. It'd be interesting to see if somebody could hack or mod that back into the game and get it working properly. Speaking of hacking, I fucking hated the hacking minigame. The controls were really floaty, they were really unprecise, and it's the only part of the game that I felt may have been served better with a controller. I really enjoyed the old Bioshock style of hacking with the pipes. If you go and look at Rockhead Rumble's playthrough of Bioshock at the moment, you can get an idea of the hacking from there. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of that game, and the controls felt a little bit too slow. It was really difficult to strafe to avoid some of the Phantom blasts, especially the blast from the basic Phantoms, which meant I took a lot of damage unnecessarily, which not that keen on. Wasn't too happy about that. Overall though, really enjoyed the game. I'm going to play through it again at some point and do a Typhon playthrough. Trying out the different abilities, trying out what I can do with them, and obviously killing all the turrets that I come across, because they're going to kill me. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I really have. I'm going to start another new Let's Play soon. You'll have to keep an eye out for that. If you've enjoyed the videos, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. I'll do my best to reply and respond to them, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next playthrough. Looks like we're not quite done. What the hell?
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It
Why are my
probably
fingers
thinks it
looking
was
like
dreaming.
phantoms?
And nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos I.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in Psychotronics, Ingram.
would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
What is this?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, he chose to activate the Nullwave Device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Am I a phantom?
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
You what?
This is the world today.
Holy shit.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
Sequel hook.